Yeah, just setting up now, Ma. Beautiful. Can you hear me, Edith, Mother? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm just going to grab the other camera because the computer camera's gone off. So while you're waiting for that, I'll be 30 seconds. So we're mental emotional check-in. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay.
I don't really wear jackets at all.
If you do get cold again, just let me know and I'll throw some blankets over you.
Yeah, well, I got the blanket and it's back.
Beautiful. All right. I'm nearly ready to go. Okay. So welcoming everyone in to the online space while I fluff around from the dance class and come back in here. Good evening. Welcome, welcome to your Wind Down Wednesdays, Gentle Breathwork Practice. This is a chance to check in, everybody who's attending live. And for those who are attending through the replay, please still also reach out. It's important that you get to experience the full check-in and support that I'm offering here. So with that in mind, we're going to do the same structure that we would in a full class. So checking in with your 1 to 10. What's your 1 to 10? If 10 is on the scale of stress, if stress is really intense at the number of 10, then 10 is like out of your mind, can't think, can't cope. 10 out of 10 is a lot of stress. 1 out of 10 is like the tank is empty with stress. There's not much stress in there. All right. So what is your stress level like from 1 to 10?
Mine's really low. Sat and watched one of your breakfasts.
So for those who can't hear Lee talking, Lee's just said hers is really low because she's already sat and watched one of the breathwork replays. Which one did you watch? Do you remember?
One other people's emotions, the hour one.
Yes, the one with me sitting at a studio with the hair in a plait.
I guess he walked in the room.
Yeah.
And I reran the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he sat for 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I'm really good at the moment.
So this is okay. So this is a great way to check in. If you're happy with me sharing as a teaching point to the recording too. When we do a check-in, I'm feeling not as much stress as I was in the past. This is what Lee was saying. So could you give that a number out of 10 right now?
Oh, 3 maybe.
Wow. And you've defaulted at like 9 out of 10 when you first started. So now you're coming down the other end of the scale, which is so, so great to hear. And when we practice communicating from emotional intelligence and from a heart-centered place, what I've been guiding my clients to do is speak about the emotion and then tell the story, rather than what we've been doing in our lives up until now is just talk about the story. So right now I'm feeling, so check in with your body. What's the sensation in your body? Maybe it's light or open or flowing or pressure or tight. Take a breath into your body and just check. This is for everyone too, right? What is the physical sensation you feel right now? What's going on in your body, Lee? What can you feel? Calm. Beautiful. And so could you give calm a sensation? What does calm feel like in your body? Happy, calm. Does it feel heavy or light? Light. Does it feel rough or smooth? Smooth. Does it feel warm or cool?
Very warm.
Yeah, you were saying you were warm before.
Yeah.
So this is how we can start with an emotional check-in. This is what we can practice with ourselves, but this also helps us communicate with those we love as well. So, hey, I'm feeling pretty calm, light and warm on the inside. And calm, I would suggest, is almost a heart state. You're not even really feeling any emotional charge, because emotions, if we count the 6 primary emotions, You've got anger and passion down in the pit of your stomach. You're not feeling those right now. And then go into your belly where fear and excitement are. And you just checking if there's any of that there. There might be a simmering sense of excitement because of what's just happened for you at home, Lee.
Yes.
Like the looking forward to something positive. Fear is probably not where you're at. Probably more hopeful, excited. Yeah. And then in the chest is happiness and sadness, or joy and sadness. So if you can check in with your body, everyone who's live and watching the replay, notice, is any of those emotions we just touched on present for you now? Passion, anger, fear, excitement, joy, sadness, any other thing that you've described to describe how you're feeling, any word, it'll usually come back to one of those six, unless it's a heart state, like what you said, Lee, calm. Calm would offer maybe a sense of peace, which is lovely. When was the last time you felt like this? Yeah, I'm happy for you.
The calm coming here.
Mm,
And then standing outside listening to the Latin
yeah,
really put me in a joyful mood. So I
yeah.
think it's just really lifted my state a lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So even hearing how you described lifted my state, you've come
Yes.
up through the emotional scale. That's beautiful. So if we're going to practice your check-in, you can be like, hey, right now I'm feeling about a 3 out of 10 stress. It's really not a lot at the moment. And in my body, I'm feeling quite calm and light and open. And emotionally, maybe a bit of excitement, but probably more peaceful and calm because, and then you tell your story. And then you've just spoken about a bit more. You said, well, I was out the front and I was listening to the dance class, and that helped me lift my state. And I was just feeling like I was looking forward to this. And so that's when the story comes in. So this is my invitation for everyone to start to communicate with yourself, to check in with yourself like this. And then that will also give you the strength and the courage to communicate with those you love in the same way. And now just a little precursor. Some people will be like, what are you talking about? Why are you telling me the sensations of your body? They won't even know how to describe emotions or feelings in the body because it's so foreign. Most people spend their life in their head, unaware of the feeling. So when we can practice it ourselves, we also then demonstrate what's possible for others, especially if you want those around you to do the work as well. So you can get to lead by example. So this is an awesome check-in. Yeah. So for anyone catching the replay, I'd love to hear what your check-in as well. You'll rate your state with your stress. It could be anxiety, it could be pain. That's all okay. And then you're describing your sensations. And then after you describe the sensations, you describe your emotion, if you can locate it. And if you can't, that's okay. And then you tell your story, why you feel this way at the moment. And so when I offer in a group event or even a one-on-one session, it's let's check in. What's going on? So check in with your state, your sensation, your emotion, and then your story why. It's a nice way to really come into the present moment. And so with that in mind, let's move into our breathwork practice. I'm just going to triple check. There's one more person who's meant to be in here online. So I'm just going to check that they're okay. And while I do that, I'll put some music on and allow yourself just to settle into this moment now. Giving yourself permission just to be here as you are. That's it. I'm going to share some music through the screen. Those who are attending online, you can check in the chat if you're not able to jump on video or sound. Just let me know you're okay. That's it, taking a breath in the body. And just really landing into your moment right now. That's it. Bringing all your shit in with you. Most people say leave your shit at the door and then come in. But here, let's bring the shit in with you. Otherwise, you're going to keep carrying it with you everywhere else you go. Another gentle breath into your body. And letting go. That's it. Just notice your thoughts. Maybe you've got a really good mind. Make that okay. Breathe in again. Really feel the air come in through your nose and breathe through your nose. That's it. And let the air fall out. Instead of blowing out a birthday candle or exhaling from a vaporous cigarette, so you can exhale like it's the end of the day, like a ha, H-A sounding sigh. You don't even need to push the breath out, it will just naturally fall away. No effort involved with your exhale. That's it. Breathing in, letting go. Replay will be available for those who are missing it. Breathing in again. Notice what you're feeling right now. Physical sensations, body language, physical sensation. What? Instead of how do you feel? Because if I ask you how do you feel, it's going to take you up into the mind. Instead, it's what do you feel in your body right now? Breathing in again, gently and deeply, and letting go. That's it. Expanding all the way up into the chest, and then let it fall away. That's it. I'm just going to change the lighting in the room to something a bit more gentle, a bit warmer. Breathing in, into the body, up into the heart. That's it. Expanding and letting go. That's it. Now imagine your rib cage is like the shape of an air balloon. The front, the sides, and the backs of your rib cage expand fully in all directions. Most of the time, people just breathe into the front of their chest or a shallow puffing breath. See if you can breathe from the bottom of your ribs. And as you breathe in, the ribs expand, filling up through the chest, the back, the head, and let it all fall away. That's it. Breathing in. That's it. Filling up the lungs, breathing in, full gentle breath, and letting go. That's it. That's the way. Beautiful. And check in now with any emotion that might be present. It might be different to what you felt just before. And remember, feeling numb is okay as well. If you've had a really busy or stressful day, your body will usually feel pretty numb. Taking another gentle breath all the way up into the heart and let go. That's the way. Filling up the lungs, consciously breathing and letting go. Be really kind to yourself if you notice that your mind wanders out into the future or back into the past. Whenever you notice that you've gone up into your head and on a ride into the future or the past, just gently acknowledge, I notice I'm thinking, and then come back to a breath and acknowledge I am aware of my breath in, I am aware of my breath out. Even telling yourself that story gives your mind something to focus on. I am aware of my breath in. I'm aware of my breath out. You can just say it in your mind. That's it. Taking another gentle breath in and letting go. See if you can connect your breath now so there's no holding or pausing. Full, gentle, connected breath all the way in and up. And gently all the way out. Connected breath means there's no holding or pausing. That's it. If you find yourself trying really hard to do it, just drop it again, come back to a natural breath and reset yourself. I notice my breath in. I notice my breath out. Ribs, chest, back, to the top of the head, and let it all fall away. That's it. Expanding and letting go. Acknowledge now if there is any emotion present. Maybe anger, passion, maybe excitement, maybe fear, maybe joy, maybe sadness. Take a breath into your body and just check, is there any emotion present? Breathing in and letting go. That's it. So if you're experiencing negative emotion, it doesn't make it bad. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just the energy, the direction of your energy that it's going. Okay, it's very different to what we've been taught or what we think it to be like. Negative emotion doesn't mean bad. It's just the direction of the energy inside. It's pulling us down. So if we feel sad, there's a heaviness in the chest, sometimes tightness. a contracting sensation, really. All of the negative emotions is a feeling of contraction inside, pressure. And over time, that feels really heavy. And then we end up really struggling with our energy inside, our energy for the day. That's when people tend to reach for another cup of coffee, other stimulants, struggling to sleep when they're tired, which is kind of bizarre, wired and tired. You actually get your energy back and you acknowledge the heaviness, the pressure, the tightness, any negative contracted energy in the body. See if you can notice any of that now inside. Keeping your breath flowing as I guide you through this. Ribs, chest, back, head, let go. That's it. Your breath is looking really good tonight, Leads. Keeping it up. Flowing gently and beautifully in and out. Well done. That's it. So change happens when we notice what is. We don't have to rush off and try and make something happen to change how we feel. We have to simply practice being present with it. Asking yourself, can I allow this is my experience right now? And if for some reason you're not in the way you're feeling, negative emotion, natural, and you practice accepting the feet running through your mind. Ribs, chest, back. Feel sadness coming through. Make that okay. That's it. Belly and chest. And letting go. That's it. Take another conscious, present breath into your body. Like, notice what physical sensation you can feel now. Warm, full, heavy, light, open, closed, pressure. Is it moving? Is it still? Welcome it in. You can accept it and allow it to be here. It will flow through you. You're not accepting it. You are fighting it, pushing it, thinking about it. Stays your body. Body keeps the score. That's it. Belly and chest. Standing and letting go. That's it. All the way up into your heart. And letting go again. That's it. Notice now what you can feel inside. Keep checking in by staying present, conscious and aware. Connecting the breath, belly and chest, and let go. As we move through the physical sensations and any emotion present, and you're able to accept them fully, an affirmation that helps me pass them through is I give myself permission to practice feeling this now. It's not about perfecting it. It's not about getting it right. I give myself permission to practice feeling this now. And I give myself permission to practice letting this go. I practice feeling it in and I practice letting it go. That's it. And while you do that, let's start to breathe with a count of 5 in and a count of 5 out. This is your heart coherent breath. This is what hooks everything up inside. Now, if a 5-second breath feels a bit too intense, just start with 2 counts in, 2 counts out. And then that starts to feel quite smooth and open, explore 3 counts in, 3 counts out. Go at your own pace, take your time. And then when you feel okay with those, you head to 4. And just know where you get stuck. Be curious and be open about your ability to breathe full, open, connected breaths. James Nestor, in his book, The Breath, he talks about the heart coherent breath being exactly 5.5 seconds in and 5.5 seconds out. So I actually imagine a little bridge across the inhale to the exhale and a little bridge from the exhale to the inhale on that half count. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 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 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 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 1. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Nice and gentle. 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. Nice full breath in. That's it. Around. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 1. If you get lost or in your head, just take a little acknowledgement, gentle compassion. Come back to your breath. That's it. Going with the rhythm of your own breath now. Hooking everything up, connecting everything in. Mind, body, emotion, spirit. When you find you've got a beautiful, consistent rhythm with this breath, even if you drop away a little bit, that's okay. Keep coming back to it. If you can start to call to mind something, someone, somewhere, sometime, someplace that you feel love, gratitude, ease, peace, happiness, courage. It could be something that's happened recently or something that's happened a long time ago. And let yourself feel it in your heart fully now, as if it's happening now all over again. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between reality and history or future. So when you imagine it happening now, it's as if it really is. Feel it in the body now, up into the heart. Let go. I am so grateful. I'm so lucky. I appreciate this thing, person, place, time. That's it. Always welcoming in any sensations that become present. Allow them to be here. Welcome them in, breathe them up into your heart, and then let them go. Circling through the breath, ribs, chest, back, letting go. That's it. I give myself permission to feel my heart. We've been walking through, starting in the mind, acknowledging the stories, walking through, breathing into the body, acknowledging the sensations, any emotions present that come and go, connecting into the heart. That's it. Coming back into wholeness, remembering who you really are, because you're not just your thoughts. You're not just your mind or what you think you are. You're not just what you do, your actions throughout the day, your job, your role. You're not even the emotion that you dominantly show or express. These are just part of your experience. Breathing into your body again and letting go. You're invited to ask yourself a repetitive question. This is a dyad. Ask your heart, who am I? And then just wait for the answer to reveal itself. It'll come through you. And none of it's wrong. You might start with a mother, a carer, busy, tired. Who am I? Not sure. Now let yourself be curious and bring your childlike sense of curiosity into this. Ask your heart again, who am I? Breathe in and let go. When you receive the answer, be grateful for it. Take another breath, let go again, and then ask your heart again, who am I? You may get the same answer a few times. You may get a different answer. Just allow it to flow now. Asking your heart, who am I? Stay present with what you feel, with the messages or the insights, the answers that you get. And at some point, your mind might chime in and be like, I don't know who I am. Make that okay as well. Your mind might feel lost or confused, but that doesn't mean that's who you are. Take another breath in and let go. Michael Singer suggests and teaches this deeply profound work with surrender. He invites us to be the witness. He says, you in there, behind all of the stuff. You in there, behind the thinking and the acting and the doing and the feeling. You, who I'm talking to, is the one that experiences all of that. See if you can sit back into that part of who you are. Drop back into the seat of awareness. Breathing into your body and letting go. Literally, Mum, back into the seat of awareness. To share with the space, Mum just pushed back on a reclining chair as I said, sit back. That was so good. Did you do that on purpose? No? Take a gentle breath into your body and let go. That's it. Just again, acknowledge, who am I? What can you feel? What's coming up for you, Lee? Yeah. Yeah. You love them?
Oh, sushi trains.
Yeah.
It's 80 plates. And I used to do sushi. Yes, it's good.
That's nice. Feel the sensation in your heart about that memory. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a tear, happy tear.
A happy tear. Yeah, welcome that in.
Actually, tears for you to your mom.
Well, if you spot it, you got it, right? So that's probably what reminded you of your daughter and your grandkids. Yeah. So that also can highlight your value of family, your value connection with family. That's important to you. Take a breath into your body and let it go. Breathing in and letting go. Feel it in your heart. All the divine timing. Breathing in and letting go. Feeling grateful for the experience right now. And for those, if they watch the replay and they're not really finding it easy to drop into the heart center, if you're carrying a lot of pain or stress, really acknowledge that. That's where you are right now. Bring some compassion to yourself. Be gentle. And it takes as long as it takes. Right? When you feel it fully, it will shift. And then when you land in your heart center, the game now is How full can you let it get? Every time you let go, it expands. There's no opposite to your heart center. Whereas with your emotions, they have opposites, right? Anger and passion are opposites to each other. Joy and sadness are opposites to each other, right? Fear, excitement are their opposites. But when you're in your heart, it just goes deeper and deeper and expands beyond your physical. And now you get to connect with all that you are. Quantum physics says we're like 99.999999% energy, which means it's sweet F all when it comes to the matter, physical part. So when you drop into your experience, breathing in, allowing yourself to connect fully with the heart, the love, appreciation, let go again. That's it. It's going to crank the music up now and just let yourself drop in and feel, connect.
From the mountain to the sea, all of this is within me. I have everything I need.
Breathing into your heart. Letting go.
The fruitful darkness is all around us. The fruitful darkness is all around us. The fruitful darkness is all around us. The fruitful darkness is all around us.
Just taking a gentle, conscious breath into the body now. Starting to bring some energy back into your fingers and your toes. Grateful for this experience, for this time to drop in and connect with yourself. Time to gently check in with your mind as well and reflect. What just happened? What have you learned about yourself? What have you realized? Any insights, welcoming them into your mind. Our personality might be as rude. Our mind is really here for processing and reflecting in past tense. So now let's use it for its good. Breathe into your body, up into your mind, into your heart. Notice what you're telling yourself. That was really nice, or oh, I'm really cold, or I'm really hungry, or I gotta pee. Notice as you start to come back online with your body. Maybe a face rub. I love a face rub after I come out of a breathwork session. Little stretch. Mummy just did the lip smack like the dogs when they're sleeping. Take your time to come back gently. I'm going to bring everyone into the same space now. Tell Daddy's famous. He's on camera as well for the replay. Oh, you're on the blur. Hang on, Lee. I'll take you off blur. Are you in the blur? There you go. We just got a short check-in so you can enjoy staying gooey and heart-centered. If either of you would like to go first, I don't mind. Just checking in with what, kind of like how I guided you at the start. You know, the check-in was, what's my rate, my state from 1 to 10? 1 to 10 being like, let's call it stress. Today we're playing with the word stress. Lee, you started with 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then we spoke about the sensations and the emotions and stuff. And then the story happened after it.
Yeah.
So do you want to check in from there?
Yeah, I think I replayed in my mind your 1 hour session that I listened to today.
Wow. I'd love you to screenshot so I know the one you're talking about because there's so many on there. But
Yeah, the one
watched a replay.
Is, yeah, it was a replay. And you were talking to people too, and then you were psychotic, and then you were doing a few other things like this. And it was like, it was just really rewarding having Jesse on the bed next to me watching. And I looked at the time, he watched 22 minutes, and I'm going, yes. So I'm sort of looking at him like this to see if he was listening, because there were so many things I could see what he was saying. And he got up and then went out of the room. He said, I'll let you finish yourself, Mum. And I really wish he had been there right at that end when you did some mind work as well, because I did that as well.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's a win. Start.
That's a win.
That's a win. I sent him the 1 minute one as well, and a couple of others, and he'll do it at his own pace now. But like, it was like today, I'm thinking, I don't remember everything you said. I'm going, wow, yes, there's all this stuff going in my head, and I'm going,
It's going off like a yes.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'm going, oh. And it's like, oh my God, where did you come from?
Mum.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mum, take yourself off mute if you're happy to. Take yourself off mute. Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I can't believe that I've met Jacq through however I did.
Can we go in a full circle? One of the clients, her name is Amanda.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Amanda. Amanda was doing a buy swap sale purchase through
From
the
me.
local area with Lee.
Yeah.
And Amanda was like, oh my God, you've got to try Pilates. And then Lee came in and did the trial. And then I said, oh, by the way, we don't just do Pilates, we do breath work. And here we are.
Yeah. So I think we're into it about a month and a half
Yeah.
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been coming as much as I
She's
can.
been doing the unlimited membership, so she gets
Yeah.
access to the whole studio as much as she wants on a
Yeah.
regular payment. So she's all in. So you're getting the results.
I've needed it 100%.
Yeah. You completely changed already since how I've met you to where you
Yeah.
are now. So
Yeah.
just keep at it.
And I think some of the words you were saying today as letting other people have their anger and just sitting with it, not trying to stop it,
Or to
that
fix it
really
or-
triggered for me, because when the other person gets real angry and then I'm like,
Try and stop it or
Walk
change
away.
or fight it or
so then I think it's still, I think when I discussed with you about how do I help it when the other person's not working on themselves, but I am, how do we do that? And so I'm thinking to myself now, I'll just sit with it.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Allow it.
put it on them.
Yeah.
I think he will come about himself by getting little nuggets that he needs.
Yeah. It only took me how many years to get started?
Up there in the end.
But I think that's
When they're ready.
the
When they're ready.
beautiful part, you know, I wondered, you know, that obviously been on a long journey, and
Yeah.
like, I know I can't get all of your journey so quickly,
Yeah.
but the little nuggets that you've given me shows me that you have been through it.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And teaching somebody else that you can get through it is the biggest thank you that
Yeah.
I can say,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
without picking at every little word that you've said, because I'm taking it all in and going,
Yeah.
oh my God, there's all these aha moments.
Oh, that's so good.
It
I'm so
is,
glad
it's
you've got
really
that.
good. I'm really grateful, very grateful.
Thank
We've
you.
had 2 individual sessions today. haven't
Yeah,
we?
we got to do a one-on-one Pilates as well. So you had the full VIP treatment today.
I
It's
did.
so good that you get
Yeah.
to receive that. And I think it comes in perfect timing. There's days where it's not going to happen, but when
Yeah.
it does, I just trust that it's meant to be that way.
Yeah, yeah.
And the shifts that you've got already from Pilates to at home to now here, it's just, yeah, it's awesome.
It is. I think it's really, for once, I've decided to put me a little bit first.
Pardon?
Put me.
Yes. Yes.
Pardon? One more time. Did you hear yourself say that?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I always knew that you've got to put your own safety belt on first to
Yeah.
save other people. And whilst I thought I was doing it,
Mm.
obviously really wasn't saving
You're probably
me
giving
first.
yourself like the minimal amount.
Yeah, I was like, I just go, yes, Jessie, whatever you want, Jessie.
Yeah.
All that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. And I know that I've got to pull it up once we move him out, because I think that's the big transition
Yeah.
that I'm looking forward to, so I can then
There'll be
come back
another
and find out
change.
who I am.
Yeah.
Because even
Wow, I
When-
didn't even think about that question tonight. What
Well-
answers did you get with the who am I?
I couldn't quite get there, but then as soon as
Okay.
you said your mum, then obviously I thought
Yeah,
mum straight
yeah.
away, and then and
Then
I'm a
grandma,
loony. So
yeah.
so it's like they're the only things that you identify with straight away.
Like they're the only ones I
identify
yeah,
with.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Yeah.
I know I need to find out who I am.
So that's the big lesson tonight too. It's
know,
like now that can
huge.
be the journaling question. Who am I? And then question answer. I think we've been taught this in one of our trainings, Ma. You write the question.
Yep.
And then you can change pens if you want, and
Yep.
then breathe, and then let your pen do the work. The answer might be, I am Jacq McCarthy.
Yep.
Who am I?
Yep.
I don't fucking know.
Yep.
Who am
Yep.
I?
Yep.
And then just have the dialogue from top to bottom of the page and go for as long as it feels all right to.
Mhm.
With the opposite hand.
You could do the opposite hand. That's going with the inner child. So if I'm left-handed, I'll write who am I with my left, and then let my right hand answer.
Oh God.
And so your right hand will access your inner child, because it's like really terrible writing and it's all messy and it's
Yeah.
crooked and it's
Yeah.
hard to do.
Yeah.
So that's another way you can play with it.
Yeah.
And hopefully the idea around that process is to, by the end of the page, you'll have a really heart-centered answer. Usually at the start will be frustration, confusion, the labels. And then as you move through, by the end, I'm enough.
Mm.
I'm okay. All is well.
And as I said to you, I haven't got a journal yet, and I haven't started
Do you
it.
want to?
I do want to, and I know Jesse's done journaling himself
Yeah.
before on different things. I suppose it's the homework I need to say I have to do
No,
type of
chuck it in
thing.
the bin.
Right.
You don't have to do it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it's could be a
okay.
school trauma thing. too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I don't think so, because I was always good at school.
Nice.
I think I look at
What's
things.
stopping you from it then?
I don't know. It's like I'm looking for the types of book I want to get. And I
Can
can't
anyone in
find-
the room relate to that?
And I
Not
can't
getting a
find
book.
the book I want to start with. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what type of
Are you
book?
open to a suggestion?
Yes.
Go to Kmart and
Yep.
get a little exercise book.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, no
Right.
fancy borders. Right on the front. We're coming into June 2025,
Yep.
and then just use that.
Right. Just start.
In the
writing.
past, I would get so fixated on having a pretty journal,
Yes.
and I wouldn't want to do anything in there because I don't want to make a mess. And then I would freeze. So now it's don't make a thing about it. Just get some paper and write on it.
Well,
That's it.
I mean, having said that, not that I haven't done sort of journal, because
Yeah.
whenever I've gone to a lot of training and autism workshops and stuff like that, I've done lots of notes. So
Yeah.
I've had little books.
Yeah, great.
So even when I went and saw Tony Atwood many years ago, I've got all these notes. So I'd love to be able to compile them somehow and put them in one book. But I think as a separate thing,
Yeah.
I think I need my personal journal
Do something new.
just on a daily thing.
Yeah.
I know somebody who's a writer, and his name's Lee actually. He does a journal every single day. He's actually got big books of
Wow.
them, proper books, like because he's a writer and a
Yeah.
painter and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But he's actually got catalogues on the bookcase.
So there's lots of opportunities to find something that works for you.
Yeah,
We've got
yeah.
lots of people who are doing it differently, and
Yeah.
you'll find your way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I do make notes in my phone, but
Mm.
not about life stuff. It's about other stuff. So
Up
I
until
know
now?
how to do notes. I do
Mm.
know how to, remind myself of things, or
Do
I
you think
tell.
you'd like to get a journal now that we've been talking about?
Yes, definitely.
Beautiful.
I'll just get a little one this big first because I might not be able to put much in it.
That's okay.
No,
So what
you
we've
know
been,
what I mean.
at the start of the session tonight,
Yeah.
the suggestion of rate your state.
Yeah.
Out of 10, anxiety or pain or stress,
Mhm.
give it a 1 to 10, and then what is my physical sensation? Heavy, tight, pressure, light, open, whatever,
Mhm.
emotion, numb, happy, sad, excited, scared, angry, whatever that is,
Mhm.
and then tell your story why. And then leave it at that.
Mhm.
Just a brain dump, a body dump,
Mhm.
and then a heart center. And if you could, maybe for extra brownie points, you get your gold star.
Yeah.
Gold star if you write something you're grateful for at the bottom. So you're acknowledging your whole experience.
Yeah.
You play with that. I'll write out a template if you want to
All
follow.
right. Yeah, just to
like
get me
that.
started. I know every time you talk about the heart, I keep thinking of when you say the nostrils on.
Imagine you got nostrils on your heart and breathe through your heart. And
So,
then Lee laughed in the last session when I said it.
It was so funny. So even though if you try to be concentrating on the heart, I just still will see those nostrils on my heart.
That's
But
all
it
right.
actually makes me focus that
Yeah.
that's where my heart is.
Yeah.
Because you
Beautiful.
forget, don't you? I mean, my children's tattoos are on me, my
Yeah.
kids' names are on. So that's
Breathe
a
into
good
them,
thing.
yeah.
I can breathe into my children on me,
Yeah,
which
it's
is a nice
beautiful.
thing. Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you for such an awesome sharing.
Thank
Lee.
you. Thank you. Thank you for listening too, Mum.
Oh, pleasure.
Okay, Ma.
I bet you've been through a lot with Jacq, have you?
Oh, we did our training together, and a lot before that too.
Many lifetimes together, hey?
Yeah.
Just I wanted to check in with your experience too, though, for your breath work. Did you get to start at the start, or did you jump in at the end?
No, got to do it at the start. I felt a bit frustrated in the beginning. It was about a 6 because I couldn't get the technology to work.
Okay.
My Zoom needed an upgrade or something, so I've swapped it
Okay.
between 3 devices, and
Saw that. You got there in the end. Yeah.
yeah. And like I've been working with another coach today, online, so I've kind of felt really good about a lot of things that I'm moving towards. That's cool. So I've dropped into the calm, and when Dad come in, it was like, yes, I'm really loved. I'm really loved right now.
That was so nice. I'll have to capture a short video clip of that because you had your eyes closed, but Dad actually came in and gave Mum a kiss when I was doing heart center.
Oh,
And then he just gently walked away and I waved to him in the camera and he's like,
that's so beautiful.
he didn't want to interrupt, but he wanted to say hi.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know.
It was perfect timing, really, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So
I felt love.
That love is all around me, and what else was there? That I am enough is my message today.
Yeah.
And get there.
Yeah.
So I've been working on the protector syndrome thing with Paul.
What label did you give it?
It's a new
Protector.
it's a new training.
Nice. Good
So
on you.
it's such a good workshop. So that was really good. And then to finish off for today with heart centering and some breathing was very nice. Thank you.
I'm conscious of time now. Pardon, say that again.
The internet was dropping in and out a little bit, so
It did a tiny bit on my side too. So I'm going to make sure we've got a good connection next time as well. So apologies for that. Zoom does this thing where it thinks and then it comes back on. So the recording should hopefully still be in one big piece, we've just come to the hour now. So it should be all in one block, even though we dropped out. So if that does ever happen in the future, of course, eyes open, reset, reconnect, and come back in again.
Mhm.
We're so heart-centered, we broke the internet.
Wow.
It happens in breathwork sessions with one-on-ones sometimes when they've had a really big shift, everything crashes and dies.
Yeah.
Then I just call them on the phone and say, all right, keep reading.
It was interesting you said to do the 5.5 breaths, what Esther talks about.
Yeah.
Whereas my breath naturally can go like to 10 and to
Yeah,
out.
wow.
And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try the 5.5. So I did
Yeah.
that, and it was actually more effective. So there you go.
Yeah, cool realization.
Hmm.
And what do you mean by effective? What does that mean to
Effective
you?
is I could feel the sensations, the tingling, and the more so. Whereas taking the full breath to 10, and that was just very calming.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if there's meant to be a distinction between the two, but I noticed a difference.
Well, no, that's fine. So the nose breath, if we're breathing through our nose, which I know has helped you a lot as well, Lise, the safe, I'm calm, I'm restorative, I'm resetting. It's the rest and digest, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the I am safe breath. And if you're breathing long, slow, deep nose breaths, you're just going into a really safe, calm state. And so the slower you breathe, the healthier you will be. So if you're doing great work with 10 count breath, and if you don't feel like you're pushing and you're shoving and you're trying to make anything happen, but you're just playing with it, there's nothing wrong with that if it feels good. And then the heart coherent breath is the 5.5 in and out. They've done that through heart math and some other big studies, and that's just what they've monitored, I guess. So you can play with so many different breath patterns to work on. But if you want to nail one, play with the 5.5. Yeah.
I still have a problem. I mean, Jacq, that I have a problem with the breathing.
Yeah.
I've been checked for COPD. That's the thing I was trying to remember the other week.
Yeah, okay.
They said my lungs are fine. I smoked up until about 5 years ago. I'm still getting short of breath. And Jacq is saying it's probably just all the anxiety that I'm got a baggage in there. I think I've got a suitcase full in there.
Well, when you smoke,
I'll open the suitcase.
Up until now.
Yes, I know.
So when you smoke, you're actually suppressing emotion.
Yeah.
So you got eons of time that you're suppressing. So that could be some anxiety around that.
Yeah. So now you've been off it for 5 years.
Yep.
You get to open up the can of worms or start to unzip that bag of luggage and just explore it gently.
And because I think, because I'm still getting the short of breath, even when I'm going upstairs and stuff, but I can walk for miles, just normal walking, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if I do short little things upstairs,
well, stairs
so
is
it's
a
just my
cardio thing
anxiety.
too. Yeah.
That's my anxiety for sure.
Possibly. Possibly.
Unearthed trauma.
Yeah.
It
just
is
sort
for
of
sure.
coming up.
Yeah.
So 10-second breaths are good if it feels good. Focusing on 5.5 if you can. If that feels like you can't get there, just be gentle and work on a smaller count and then build up.
Because I think I did a long time ago when I did a mindfulness session, this professional guy did it with whole room people. I think they used to say, try to hold your breath as long as you can. And I couldn't work out why we had to do that.
Yeah.
So there was no explanation along it. So
there's different reasons for the breath hold on the inhale and the breath hold after the exhale.
Yep.
And it's all got to do with the CO2 and the oxygen levels in the body.
Yeah.
So again, the science behind each breath is there, but it is the study and the education. So I can bring some more of that into these sessions.
The belly breathing that they taught me. I didn't know what belly breathing was. So you explain things better now. That I can. That's why I always hold my belly. If you've noticed, so I can feel, because my mind's still not connecting in there sometimes. I'm still in my head.
Practicing being connected in the breath and the body.
Yes. So every now and then during the day I'll go, oh. And I say to Jessie, breathe.
Yeah, a breath check. Let's do a breath check.
Well,
all right, beautiful souls. It is definitely wrap up time. We've gone a little bit over tonight, so thank you for your patience. I was a bit slow to get on tonight. We had our dance class and we were wild, and I had to reset the computer at the sound. So the replay will be available for those who signed up for it for 3 days. If you want to catch a replay again, you can do that. Let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all either in the studio or at home or online. Love you.
Love you. Thank you.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye. See you
Bye.
again. Bye-bye.